Hello, and welcome back to Better English Step by Step. This is your calm, long-form English learning podcast. My name is Sarah, and I am so happy you are here with us today.
And I am Mark. Hello, everyone. We are glad you have decided to press play, relax, and spend some time improving your English with us.
Today, we have a very special lesson for you. It is a lesson that addresses a problem many of you feel, but perhaps you do not know how to name it. You study hard, you learn vocabulary, you watch videos about phrases, but when you try to speak, you feel choppy.
Exactly, choppy, like a robot. You might say one sentence, then stop, then say another sentence, then stop. It does not feel like a river flowing. It feels like a stack of bricks.
That is a perfect image, Mark. Bricks. Imagine you are building a wall. You have the bricks. These are your vocabulary words and your phrases. You have plenty of bricks. But if you just stack bricks on top of each other without anything in between, the wall is unstable. It is shaky. It has gaps.
And what is missing?
The glue. You are missing the glue. In language, we call this glue connectors. These are the small words and short phrases that link your ideas together. They make your English sound smooth, natural, and friendly.
These are not big, difficult academic words. These are simple words you hear every day in movies and podcasts. Words like actually, by the way, speaking of, and anyway.
When you use these words correctly, you stop sounding like a textbook and start sounding like a person. Today, we are going to walk through these connectors slowly, step by step. We will explain exactly when to use them. We will give you real examples, and of course, we will give you plenty of chances to listen and repeat.
So, if you are commuting to work, washing the dishes, or just relaxing on the sofa, take a deep breath, let your shoulders drop, and let's begin building your fluency.
Let's start with our first category of glue. We call these the softeners.
Softeners. That sounds nice. What do they do?
Well, sometimes the truth can sound a little bit hard or direct. If you correct someone or if you give surprising information, it can sound aggressive if you just state the fact. We use softeners to make the sentence feel gentler and more polite. The most common softener is the word actually.
Actually, A-C-T-U-A-L-L-Y.
Actually. Many learners make a mistake with this word. In some languages, a word that looks like actually means currently or now. But in English, actually does not mean now. It is used to introduce a surprising fact or a small correction.
It signals to the listener that you are about to change their expectation.
Exactly. Let's imagine a situation. Mark, imagine I ask you if you are from London.
Okay, ask me.
Mark, are you from London?
If I just say, no, I am from Manchester, it sounds a little cold. It sounds very direct. No, I am from Manchester.
It is not grammatically wrong, but it stops the conversation. It feels like a door closing. Now let's try it with the glue. Let's add actually.
Actually, I am from Manchester.
Did you hear the difference? Listen again.
Actually, I am from Manchester.
That one word softens the no. It makes Mark sound friendly. It invites me to ask more. It signals, you made a small mistake, but that is okay. Here is the real information.
Let's try another example. Sarah, imagine you think I like coffee.
Okay, Mark, let's go to a cafe. I know you love coffee.
Now, the truth is, I prefer tea. If I say, I do not like coffee, I like tea, I sound a bit difficult. But if I use the glue?
Try it with actually.
Actually, I prefer tea.
That is so much better. It flows. Actually, I prefer tea. Now I want you to practice this with us. I want you to feel the rhythm of the word actually at the start of the sentence. Listen to Mark and then repeat in the pause.
Actually, I prefer tea.
Go ahead, say it out loud.
Actually, I prefer tea.
Good. Let's try the example about the city. Listen to Mark.
Actually, I am from Manchester.
Your turn.
Actually, I am from Manchester.
Notice the intonation. It goes up a little bit on actually and then down. Actually. It waves. Try one more time.
Actually, I am from Manchester.
Wonderful. Now, there is another softener that works very similarly. It is the phrase, to be honest.
To be honest, this is a great phrase. You use this when you are sharing an opinion that might be a little bit negative, or perhaps just very personal. It builds trust. It tells the listener, I am telling you my real feelings.
Yes, it creates a connection. Imagine I ask Mark about a movie. Mark, did you like the new superhero movie?
If I say, no, it was boring, that is an opinion, but it is very flat.
It is a brick, just a brick.
Right, but if I want to connect with you, I will say, to be honest, I thought it was a bit boring.
Hear how that sounds? To be honest, I thought it was a bit boring. It sounds like he is sharing a secret with me. He is trusting me with his real opinion.
It is very useful when you want to decline an invitation, too.
Oh, that is a great point. Imagine I invite you to a party tonight, Mark. Mark, do you want to come to the party tonight?
I could say, no, I am tired, but that sounds rude, so I will use the glue. To be honest, I'm really tired tonight.
It changes everything. It makes me feel sympathy for you, rather than feeling rejected. Let's practice this phrase. To be honest.
To be honest.
Listen to the full sentence, and then repeat. We will go slowly. To be honest, I'm really tired.
To be honest, I'm really tired.
Now you try. Repeat after Mark.
To be honest, I'm really tired.
Let's try the opinion about the movie. To be honest, I didn't like it.
To be honest, I didn't like it.
Your turn.
To be honest, I didn't like it.
Very good. You are already adding softeners to your speech. You are moving from no to actually no. You are moving from it was bad to be honest, I didn't like it. This is the first step to sounding natural.
And remember, you do not need to rush these phrases. Native speakers use these phrases to buy time. To be honest, it gives you a second to think of your next word.
That is a very helpful tip. Use the glue to give your brain a rest. Now let's move to our second category of connectors. These are the bridges.
The bridges. I like that name. A bridge takes you from one place to another.
Exactly. In a conversation, you often want to change the topic, or maybe you remember something new you want to say. If you just switch topics without a bridge, the other person will be confused.
They might think, wait, why are we talking about this now?
Right. So we need a bridge. The first bridge is by the way.
By the way, this is used when you want to add new information that is not directly connected to what you were just saying. It is like a sudden thought.
Imagine we are talking about work. We are discussing a project. And then suddenly I remember that it is Mark's birthday tomorrow.
If you just say, the project is good, happy birthday, it sounds crazy.
It does. It sounds disjointed. So I use the bridge. The project is going well. Oh, by the way, happy birthday for tomorrow.
The by the way tells my brain, okay, stop thinking about the project. We are moving to a new topic now.
It is very useful for small talk. Imagine you are saying goodbye to someone. You have finished talking, but you want to ask one last question.
Like asking about their weekend?
Exactly. You are leaving the office. You say, see you later, Mark. Oh, by the way, do you have plans for the weekend?
That flows perfectly. By the way, do you have plans for the weekend?
Let's listen to the rhythm. By the way. It is usually said quite quickly. By the way.
By the way.
Let's practice the sentence. By the way, do you have plans for the weekend? Go ahead. Speak to the empty room. No one is judging you.
By the way, do you have plans for the weekend?
Let's try another one. Imagine you are eating dinner. You are talking about the food, and then you remember you need to buy milk.
The food is delicious. By the way, we need to buy milk.
Try that one.
By the way, we need to buy milk.
Excellent. That is the bridge for a new topic. But what if you want to change the topic to something connected to what we are saying?
For that we use speaking of.
Speaking of. This is one of the most professional and smooth ways to guide a conversation. You use it when someone says a word, and that word reminds you of something else.
It is like a chain. One link connects to the next link.
Let's give an example. Imagine Mark and I are talking about the weather. I say, it is so sunny today, it feels like summer.
Now the word summer reminds me of my holiday. I want to tell Sarah about my holiday, so I use the bridge. Speaking of summer, are you going on holiday this year?
See what he did? He took the word summer from my sentence and used it to build a bridge to his question. Speaking of summer.
You can do this with almost any noun. If Sarah says, I am hungry, I can say, speaking of food, have you tried that new restaurant?
Yes, the link is hungry and food. They are connected. Speaking of food.
Imagine we are talking about movies. Sarah says, I watched a great comedy last night.
And Mark remembers he saw a funny video on YouTube.
I can say, speaking of comedies, did you see that funny video I sent you?
This makes you sound like a master conversationalist. It shows you are listening because you are using their topic to start your topic.
Let's practice this structure. It is speaking of plus the topic. Speaking of food.
Listen and repeat. Speaking of food.
Speaking of food.
Speaking of summer.
Speaking of summer.
Now let's put it in a full sentence. Speaking of food, are you hungry?
Speaking of food, are you hungry?
Your turn.
Speaking of food, are you hungry?
Let's try the holiday example. Speaking of summer, do you have holiday plans?
Speaking of summer, do you have holiday plans?
Repeat that. Focus on the glide between speaking and of. Speaking of. Speaking of.
Speaking of, do you have holiday plans?
Perfect. You have actually and to be honest to soften your opinions. You have by the way to switch topics completely. And you have speaking of to link topics together. You are building a very strong wall with this glue.
But Sarah, sometimes we talk too much. Sometimes we get off track.
That is true. Sometimes you tell a story and you realize you have been talking for 5 minutes about something unimportant. You need to get back to the main point. Or maybe you just want to end the conversation and go home.
For this, we need the resets.
The resets. These are the words that say, okay, that is enough of that topic. Let's move on. The most famous one is anyway.
Anyway, this is such a common word. You will hear it in almost every English conversation.
Anyway has 2 main powers. Power number 1, returning to the main point.
Imagine I am telling Sarah a story about my morning. I say, I woke up late and then I couldn't find my keys. And oh, my cat was sleeping on the keys. It was so cute. My cat is orange.
Mark is getting distracted. He is talking about his cat, but the story was about being late. He needs to fix it.
So I say, anyway, I eventually found the keys and left the house.
The word anyway signals to me. The story about the cat is finished. We are going back to the story about the morning.
It is like a reset button. Anyway.
Let's practice that intonation. It usually starts high and goes down. Anyway.
Anyway.
Listen to the context. The cat was so cute. Anyway, I found the keys.
Anyway, I found the keys.
You try it.
Anyway, I found the keys.
Power number 2 of anyway, ending the conversation.
This is so useful. Sometimes it is hard to say goodbye. You are standing at the door, you have finished talking, there is an awkward silence.
You do not want to just walk away, so you use anyway to signal that you are ready to go. You might slap your knees, stand up, and say, anyway, I should get going.
It is polite. It means, I have enjoyed this talk, but it is time to stop.
Anyway, I should get going.
Let's practice that. It is a great phrase to memorize for leaving a party or ending a phone call.
Listen and repeat. Anyway, I should get going.
Anyway, I should get going.
One more time. Anyway, I should get going. There is another word that works like a reset button. It is the word so. S-O.
So, it is a tiny word, but very powerful. We often use it to start a summary or to signal a conclusion.
If we have been discussing where to eat for dinner for 10 minutes and we cannot decide, I might say, so, are we going to the Italian place or not?
It focuses the conversation. It says, let's make a decision.
You can also use it to start a new topic, similar to anyway. You might sit down at a meeting, look at your colleague and say, so, how was your weekend?
It opens the door. It is a very soft opener. So, how was your weekend?
Let's practice that opener. It is much better than just staring at someone and shouting, how was your weekend?
Right. Add the glue. So, how was your weekend?
Listen and repeat.
So, how was your weekend?
Again. So, how was your weekend? You are doing a wonderful job. We have covered a lot of ground. We have the softeners, the bridges, and the resets.
But Sarah, knowing the words is different from using them in a real flow.
That is true. It is easy to repeat one sentence. It is harder to put them all together in a long dialogue.
So, let's do a simulation.
A simulation. I like that. We are going to have a conversation, Mark and I. We will talk about a simple topic, a weekend trip.
We will use all the connectors we just learned. I want you, the listener, to just close your eyes and listen. Don't try to analyze every word. Just listen for the glue. Try to hear the actually, the by the way, the speaking of, and the anyway.
Are you ready? Let's begin.
So, Sarah, are you excited about the team trip this weekend?
To be honest, I'm a little nervous. I have so much work to finish before Friday.
Really? I thought you finished that big report yesterday.
Actually, I finished the first draft, but I still need to edit it. It is taking longer than I thought.
That is a shame, but I am sure you will get it done. Speaking of the trip, do you know who is driving?
I think John is driving. He has the big van. By the way, did you hear that John bought a new car?
No way. I didn't know that. Speaking of cars, I need to take mine to the mechanic soon. It is making a strange noise.
Oh no, car trouble is the worst. Anyway, we should probably get back to work if we want to leave on time on Friday.
You are right. Anyway, good luck with the report.
Thanks, Mark. Okay, let's pause there. Did you hear them? Did you hear the glue?
Let's break it down. Let's look at the first exchange. I asked Sarah if she was excited.
And I answered, to be honest, I'm a little nervous. I used to be honest because I was admitting a negative feeling. I was being vulnerable.
Then I thought she had finished her work. I was wrong, so she corrected me.
I said, actually, I finished the first draft. I used actually to gently correct Mark's assumption.
Then I wanted to change the focus to the logistics of the trip. The topic was trip, so I used the bridge. Speaking of the trip, do you know who is driving?
Then I mentioned John, and John reminded me of a new piece of gossip, so I used the sudden thought bridge. By the way, did you hear John bought a new car?
Then we talked about cars. I used speaking of cars to mention my own car.
And finally, we realized we were chatting too much. We needed to reset, so I said, anyway, we should probably get back to work.
It sounds so natural when you analyze it, doesn't it? It is a dance. Step forward, step back, turn. The connectors help us dance together without stepping on each other's feet.
Now we are going to do something challenging. We are going to let you practice this dialogue. We will break it into small chunks. We will say the line, and then you will repeat it. Focus on the connector.
Ready? Let's start from the beginning.
So, Sarah, are you excited about the trip?
Repeat that. So, Sarah, are you excited about the trip?
To be honest, I'm a little nervous. Actually, I still need to edit it.
Actually, I still need to edit it.
Speaking of the trip, do you know who is driving?
This is a longer one. Take your time. Speaking of the trip, do you know who is driving?
By the way, did you hear John bought a new car?
By the way, did you hear John bought a new car?
Speaking of cars, I need to take mine to the mechanic.
Speaking of cars, I need to take mine to the mechanic.
Anyway, we should get back to work.
Anyway, we should get back to work.
How did that feel? Did it feel smoother?
If you stumbled or made a mistake, that is okay. You can rewind this part and try again. The goal is not perfection. The goal is flow.
And remember, you do not have to use all of these in every conversation. If you use too many, it might sound strange. Just pick one or two to start with.
That is a great idea. Don't try to juggle 5 balls at once. Just juggle one.
In fact, that brings us to our challenge for you. We always want you to take action. Listening is good, but doing is better.
We call this the One Connector Challenge.
For the next 24 hours, or the next day of your life, we want you to choose just one of these connectors. Maybe you choose actually. Maybe you choose anyway.
Let's say you choose actually. Your goal is to use it 3 times in real conversations. Or if you don't have anyone to speak English with, talk to yourself.
Yes, narration is powerful. Walk around your house. Look at the dirty dishes. Say, I should wash these. Actually, I'll do them later.
Or look at your phone. I want to check Instagram. Actually, I should study English.
Or if you choose anyway, practice ending your thoughts. Talk about your day, and then say, anyway, it was a good day.
By focusing on just one word, you will master it. You will hear it everywhere. You will hear it in movies, in songs, and in these podcasts.
And once you master one, you can come back and pick another one. Step by step. That is how you build a language, not by memorizing a dictionary, but by mastering one tool at a time.
Before we finish, let's do a very quick review, a lightning round. I will give you a situation, and you think of the connector.
Okay, situation 1. You want to correct someone politely. Which connector do you use?
Did you say actually? If you did, well done. Actually is the softener for correction.
Situation 2. You want to admit a negative feeling or share a secret opinion.
That is to be honest. To be honest.
Situation 3. You suddenly remember something completely different, a new topic.
By the way. By the way.
Situation 4. Someone says a word and you want to link your next topic to that word.
Speaking of. Speaking of.
And finally, situation 5. You want to end the conversation or return to the main point.
Anyway. Anyway.
You have got this. You have the tools. Now you just need to use the glue.
And if you enjoyed this lesson, if you feel a little bit more confident, please consider subscribing to the channel. We create these lessons specifically for you, the learner who wants to slow down and really understand.
When you subscribe, you help us make more episodes. And if you click the bell, you won't miss our next lesson, which might be the exact key you need to unlock the next level of your English.
We also love reading your comments. Maybe in the comments below you can try using a connector? Write a sentence starting with "to be honest" or "speaking of." We would love to see them.
Thank you so much for spending this hour with us. We know your time is valuable. We hope you feel calm, focused, and ready to speak.
Remember, fluency is not a race. It is a journey, and you are taking it step by step.
Have a wonderful day or a peaceful night.
See you next time.
Bye for now. You know, Mark, speaking of practicing, we have a little bit more time. Shall we do a bonus round for the dedicated listeners?
That is a great idea, a bonus round. If you are still listening, you are a serious student. Let's give you some extra value.
Let's talk about I mean. This is another very common connector. We didn't include it in the main list because it can be tricky, but let's touch on it.
I mean, we use this when we want to clarify what we just said. Maybe you said something and it didn't come out right.
Exactly. Imagine I say, she is very loud. That sounds mean. I want to fix it. So I say, she is very loud. I mean, she's very energetic.
Ah, so I mean acts like an eraser. It erases the first phrase and replaces it with a better one.
Or it adds more detail. I like this place. I mean, the food is good, but the service is slow.
It helps you be more specific.
Let's try a practice sentence with I mean. It's okay. I mean, it's not my favorite.
Listen and repeat. It's okay. I mean, it's not my favorite.
Go ahead.
It's okay. I mean, it's not my favorite.
This is very useful when you are searching for the right word. You say something simple, then you use I mean to upgrade it to something more complex.
He is nice. I mean, he is very generous.
He is nice. I mean, he is very generous. Try that.
He is nice. I mean, he is very generous.
And there is one more bonus connector. You know.
You know. Learners hear this all the time. Native speakers say it constantly. It was, really good.
We use you know when we think the other person already understands what we mean. We are checking for agreement. It is so cold today, you know?
It invites the other person to nod their head.
But be careful. If you use you know too much, it can become a bad habit. It is a filler word. Use it sparingly.
Maybe use it when you are looking for a shared experience. Waiting in line is so boring, you know?
Waiting in line is so boring, you know? Try that.
Waiting in line is so boring, you know?
Excellent. Now you have I mean and you know in your bonus toolkit. You really are ready for any conversation now. We are so proud of your progress. Keep listening, keep shadowing, keep repeating.
Your English is getting better every day.
Anyway, we really should go now.
Speaking of going, I am hungry.
Actually, me too. Let's grab a bite.
Bye, everyone.
Goodbye.